been spending some time on recently is the TM 300 4-stroke. This bike is 2025 and 2026. It's the same bike across the board. We've tested this bike back in like 2019 or something, but now it's an updated version of the TM 300F. Shawn Bushnell, he's been spending some time on the TM 300. Your son, Bodie, he rode the TM 125. Josh Fout, he spent a lot of time on our TM 300 2-stroke. The 2-strokes from TM, that's where TM's bread and butter is. The Italian manufacturer does well in the 2-stroke market. The 4-stroke market, that's a newer market for them and something that they don't have as much experience in. This 300 is a very unique machine, and I figured we'd throw our engineer of the crew, Shawn Bushnell, on the TM 300. And you've had this thing for like 6 weeks or something now, right?
Yeah.
6 weeks. So a little bit of time on this thing. You found out it has like 7 or 8 gears, doing some SRA races wide open down the back straightaway here at Glen Helen. So I guess what's it been like living with the TM 300?
It's been interesting and fun, challenge at the same time. The bike is very unique, a bit like a unicorn. It's kind of in between a 250, in between a 350. I don't know, we can't figure out what it's quite made for, but it is really fun to ride. The power is really strong mid-range, nice and smooth and very friendly.
Yep.
But doesn't like to be revved. You can rev it to the moon, but it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
It doesn't have any low end power really.
Yep.
But it's a very fun motorcycle and it's dependable.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we figured out, mid-range bike. It's a mid-range displacement at 300 cc's, and it's a mid-range power motorcycle where you can't really lug it and you can't rev it super high like a 350, but you need to ride it right in the middle of the power. The TM 300, when we did talk to TM about it, it was meant to be more of a bigger version of the 250 than a smaller version of a 450. With the KTM 350, that was meant to be more of a slower version of the 450. So it's a different market. TM is the only motorcycle manufacturer making a motocross bike 4-stroke 300. TM 300 2-stroke, that's a super popular motorcycle. The TM 300 4-stroke, very, very different model. It looks pretty exotic on the engine. You got some cool fins here on the ignition cover and the clutch cover, but TM 4-strokes are unique because they have the Yamaha concept where their air box is up front here in front of the seat, and then they have the fuel tank underneath the seat and down here on the side. So
good luck.
Kind of hard to get this thing off, right?
Good luck.
So
you got it, good job.
So it's a fun little, looks like you're filling up your car when you fill this thing up with fuel. And that idea is nice about TM, having the weight low, centralized, and also the airbox is a lot better than Yamaha. It's a much bigger filter, more room in there, and I think a little better ceiling than the Yamaha one, right?
It's quieter too.
Quieter too.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's quieter.
So TM 300, I guess you talked about the power. The power is nothing too exciting on it, but what else did we do to mess with that power? You messed with mapping?
Yeah, we did. The first thing we did was we added tooth to the rear sprocket up to a 52 tooth, and Dave Turner from Get Dirty Motorcycles, he really helped us out on this. And so we did the sprocket, rear sprocket up enlargement, and that made a big difference. It made the bike a lot more fun to ride, more playable and sporty. Cool. And then we tried mapping. We put 3 different maps in it, and we found a modded, quote unquote, modified map, and that was a great improvement. Again, you know, it made it a lot stronger in the mid-range. So it just took the same character that it already has and just like turned it up on the volume. If you had a volume knob, it just turned it up. That's cool. Yeah, and it turned out that map, interestingly, was the same map for their old twin exhaust 300 engine. Yeah. The older generation engine. Nice. And it worked on the new bike. That works out good. Yeah. And then tell us about your race SRA and battling with Josh Fout. Oh yeah, that was fun. I caught him from the second row. Really? Yeah. But only because this thing has 6 gears, you know, 6 speed really helped, and that course that day of the SRA had a really long, fast straightaway. I think my GPS said my top speed was 79.8 miles per hour. Nice. 79.8. 15 seconds, you said, wide open down the back straightaway? I mean, it felt like 15 seconds, yeah. Yeah, I like it. All right, well, that's the TM 300 4-stroke. If you want to learn more about this bike, be sure to check out the, I think it's a December issue? Yeah, the December issue of Motocross Action Magazine for a more in-depth review of this bike where Shawn busts out his pen and paper and gets into the nitty-gritty on this bike. And for more TMs, we got more coming. So stay tuned, motocrossactionmag.com, Motocross Action on YouTube and on Instagram as well. Thanks for watching.